Okay, quick Gale break before we go back to these women pretending they're in a good place. If you're still here, you clearly have Bravo brain like I do, so go ahead and hit subscribe. That little button under the video, that tells YouTube, yes, I do want more unhinged housewives breakdowns in my life. Now the bell is very I said what I said. That's you telling YouTube, don't play with me, I want to know the second she posts. Tap it so you're not the last one at the party asking, now how did I get in it when everyone's already in the comments? Real Housewives of Potomac is back with the first part of their Season 10 reunion. We've got felony nap wigs, Andy's chocolate choice, and Ashley's single social. Let's get into it. We start 1 week after Wendy and Eddie's arrest. She's at home calling the whole thing a bad dream. From there, we cut to reunion arrivals. One by one, the rest of the women trickle in and take their seats. Ashley's in sparkles and bad intentions. Angel looks like she walked out of her own Facetune app. Tia's giving a panelist at a real estate seminar. Production cuts to the empty spot where Wendy is supposed to sit, and you can feel the passive-aggressive clock ticking. By the time she finally floats in full Diana Ross plumage, the couch is already warmed up and the shade is preheated. After some soft puns and introductions, Andy Cohen puts his prosecutor tie on. First, the grinning mugshot and the disheveled wig. Wendy says the officer joked with her while taking the photo, potentially setting her up.
Allegedly.
The wig is another story.
It wasn't my nap wig, that's my professor wig.
It came on screen looking like it was already ready to take a plea deal. Then we swing to Stacey, who spends most of the reunion on trial. Andy rolls her QVC package, and you remember why we're obsessed.
Let's talk statement earrings. Talk about length. Talk about drama. Talk about stones.
The women drag out every inconsistency, starting with the TJ contract mess from last year. She reminds them she's already eaten the humiliation and asks for grace from women who've had their own lives dragged on camera. Tia, desperately needing something to cling to, accuses Stacey of having multiple accents. A funny read, but coming from Tia feels more pointed. She says Stacey sounded totally different on a plane back from a cash trip, more casual and less polished. Stacey fires back. She says Tia didn't come to build a friendship. She came to clock in and run back to her supervisor at the Green-Eyed Bandit office.
You came to clock in and gather information to take back to your master.
Underneath all the reads, Stacey wants grace. Andy asks if she's worried about the fan love going to her head.
Are you worried that that could happen to you?
Never.
Angel's section is up next. Her first season was a gauntlet. Giselle called her a catfish, rumors about an eviction, and the worst cash trip in Housewives history. During the hottest husband banter, a fan calls Angel's husband Bobby the hottest. Angel agrees. Wendy tosses Eddie into the ring as her favorite chocolate. Stacey says she prefers white chocolate. And when the question hits Andy, he gives us the soundbite we needed.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Then production rolls the tape of Angel mocking Wendy.
Wendy's like, she calling you a catfish. His whole lips and giving Forest Whitaker an eye.
Angel tries to soften it by saying she was just talking about a skeptical facial expression. It doesn't land. Wendy responds.
If I called you James Earl Jones, would that be wrong?
Angel ends up apologizing and calling it below the belt, but the damage is done. All roads eventually lead to Ashley and Wendy. Ashley is pressed about joking Zen Wen is in the pen after Wendy's arrest. She insists it wasn't a vendetta, just her reacting out of years of frustration. She says she didn't understand how serious the charges were at that moment. Her core grievance is that when Wendy joined the cast, she led with her 4 degrees and carried a superiority complex, treating the group like they were beneath her academically and professionally. Wendy refuses to apologize for not being small. Ashley says she doesn't vilify her accomplishments, and Wendy eats her up.
Because you don't have none.
Ashley somehow pulls an ace.
I have one social security number.
4 diplomas or 1 social. Who's your fighter? Let me know in the comments.